After a hard-fought game, the Memphis Grizzlies lose to the Dallas Mavericks, making them 6-1 in their last 7 games. But even though they lost, don't let this one loss fool you. The Memphis Grizzlies, they're legit this year. We're basically looking at a young team who's been facing injuries all season and still being a top 4 to 5 seed in the Western Conference. And if you're wondering how this team is doing this, it starts with Ja Morant. Ja Morant just being healthy, it makes the lineup just way better. He's putting constant pressure on the rim, and he's one of the better passer and playmakers in the game. And his ability to put pressure on the rim is creating opportunities for others. That's allowing guys to be more open on the floor because the defense is collapsing just on Ja Morant. Now, I know Ja Morant has been in and out the lineup because of injuries, but when he is in the lineup, he's one of the better guards in the game, and he's uplifting his team to be the best versions of themselves. But they do have other guys on this roster who are able to compete on both sides of the ball and give consistent effort to make them win games as well. Now, before we talk about the other guys on this roster, let's talk about how good of a passer Ja Morant is. I think he's improved from last season, the season before that. Passing ability just has gotten way better, and everybody's noticing it. He's finding guys in transition. He's doing behind-the-back passes. He's doing no-look passes. His passes just have gotten way better. Ja Morant this season, he's averaging 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists, and he's shooting 46% from the field. But this is one of the guys who's driving at the paint constantly, non-stop. Now, Ja Morant, he can't shoot the jumpers, but he'll rather get to the basket and keep putting pressure on the rim so that way he can kick out to his guys and find them from 3. And he's top 10 in the league in assists. Now, he has played fewer games than all these guys, but it doesn't matter. You can see that his passing and playmaking ability is there. It's showing and is impacting the game. I want to talk about somebody on this unit who holds it down while Ja Morant's out, Desmond Bane, and even Marcus Smart. And his name is Jalen Wells. Jalen Wells is a 6'8 small forward on this unit. This season, he's averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. But from the field, he shoots 45%, almost 46. From 3, 38%, almost 39. Now, don't get me wrong, he does play with these guys in the lineup here and there, but most of the time they're injured. But he hasn't been injured this season. He's been healthy. He's played 22 games this season. He's played the most on the Grizzlies this year. Jaren Jackson Jr., he's another player who's been in the lineup and he's been healthy. He's played 20 games this year. He only missed 2 games, I guess, but he's averaging 22 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and he's shooting 51% from the field, and he's providing elite defense. In the Defensive Player of the Year rankings, he ranks 2nd, right behind Victor Wembanyama. But it's crazy how he doesn't get enough credit for the defender that he is. And every year, he's top 3 or top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year. Last year, the team was hurt, but the year before that, he won the Defensive Player of the Year. He was anchoring his unit, and they were a good defense because of him. Now, there's something about this unit that has caught my attention, and that's the bench production. Grizzlies have so many guys on this unit who are so underrated, and we don't even know it. The Memphis Grizzlies bench unit this year, they're 2nd in bench points, they're 1st in bench assists, and they're 2nd in bench rebounding. This is what you call getting production from your bench unit, especially when all your guys are out, they're in and out the lineup, they're facing so many injuries, but your bench is doing stuff like this. 2nd in the NBA in bench points, and I think they would be 1st if only the Warriors didn't have so much firepower over there. The Grizzlies bench, they put up 47, almost 48 points a game just off the bench, and then for assists, they're putting up 15 assists off the bench. And then rebounding, they're almost having 21 rebounds just off the bench. Now, do I think the bench could keep this up? 100%. These guys are underrated, and they give so much effort on both sides of the ball, and they want to win games. But the only thing about this roster is they need to stay healthy. If their starters are healthy, this bench unit, it will be way better than it is. Now, I do have to shout out some of these bench players on the Grizzlies because they've been doing so great, and they're leading the league in points and assists. They're doing so much. And that first person is Scottie Pippen Jr. The Grizzlies, they took a chance on him, and it actually is working out. He's one of the better defenders in the game, and he's a good cutter. The next person is Santi. Santi's a big man who comes off the bench, and he gives nothing but production, rebounding, setting good screens, and that's what you need on the team, especially off the bench too. Another guy is Brandon Clark. Now, he has been starting, but he is a bench player, and he's a good rim protector. He's just doing the little things that matter on the court to help impact winning. Now, I can go on and on about the bench forever, but it wouldn't stop. But just know that the Grizzlies bench, they're underrated, but this team is actually good. The Grizzlies are now 14-8 in the stacked Western Conference, and they're 4th in the Western Conference. And I did predict this. I did think when Ja Morant was back, the Grizzlies would be a top 5 seed, and they are right now, and he's barely been healthy. But once this unit is fully healthy and everybody's just on the court and able to play and go, I think this is a playoff team, and I think this team could push far into the Western Conference. Who knows where they'll go, but they can definitely go far to the Western Conference Finals or even the Finals. Who knows? But with that being said, we're looking at a young team who's top 4 in the Western Conference, and they are probably going to stay there for the most part, especially if Ja Morant's playing more games, Desmond Bane, Marcus Smart, all these other guys. But with that being said, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Get this video to 6 likes, and I will be dropping it again. Thank you guys, and I'm out. See you guys in the next. Comment if you think the Grizzlies will finish top 5 or if you think they will finish outside the top 5. Just let me know where you think they will be in this Western Conference. Comment down below.